Hi there, I'm filmmaker Arthur Stone. This is a short film about ecotech at Jade Garden Farm in Gower, Wales. Ed and Stu will explain how the oven works and why it's revolutionary. Here's Stu.
This is our gasifying bread oven. This is the oven compartment here, but the thing that does most of the work is this is the gasifier down here. Now this is I don't know if you've heard of rocket stove, but rocket stove has got put thin strips of wood in, and you just leave them like that. And once you've got the fire going, it really sucks the fire up through the stove, and the flame hits the bottom here. And that's just your basic rocket stove with the elbow. The difference with this one is that we put wood chippings, which we get delivered from trees. So wood chippings go in the top here, and they rest around this elbow flue. And if you were to look inside here, you can see there's loads of little holes. And what happens is that this wood creates a really hot burn, and the wood chippings sit around the elbow, and then they pyrolyse, which it's like a combustion without flame. So it produces charcoal. Now this charcoal is super fertile. He can turn into his ground to make it super fertile. His soil is quite sandy, the nutrients wash out really easy, but charcoal's got a really big surface area and it locks the nutrients in. And it's a way of sequestering carbon, so it acts as a carbon sink, locking carbon into the ground. Which makes this a carbon neutral process, because you know, once we've got it running fully, it should be a smokeless burn as well. So what happens is you've got the really hot flame in here, you've got the holes in the elbow, and the wood chippings sit around here and pyrolyse, and their smoke gets re-fed into the elbow, into the flame, to make the flame even hotter. That flame then hits the bottom of the oven, and then goes up around the sides of it and out the top. Started.
This is based on a rocket burner, which is an elbow surrounded by insulation. But the clever bit is that the insulation is wood chippings, and there's a hatch. You put the wood chippings in the hatch, you need to seal that a bit better. And the smoke, most of the smoke from the wood chippings, is forced through holes in the bottom of this elbow. There's holes there. So it gives double the heat of a normal rocket burner, because it's also burning the gas from the wood chippings. And then as a byproduct, because there's oxygen starvation in there, right, ready. It produces charcoal from the wood chippings, which I then use as biochar to improve my manure pile, to lock the nutrients in.
Fantastic.
So it's also sequestering carbon. The more pizzas you eat, the more carbon is sequestered, and the more less fertilisers you need, because the fertiliser, the nutrients and the microorganisms will attach to the charcoal.
That is gas. That's
so it's a mixture of methane, hydrogen and carbon monoxide.
Wow.
And carbon monoxide is actually a very flammable gas.
Yeah.
So it's, if it wasn't so windy, that would just stay blowing. And you could just have a little gas cooker on there,
While your kettle, while you're waiting for your pizzas to cook.
So where is the smoke going?
Most of it is being through holes in the bottom there. So most of the smoke is being completely burnt, so there's no smoke out the top. This is the only one in existence.
Right.
There's a small miniature trial one. This is the only large, medium scale one. It's extremely clever because it sequesters carbon, and it gives double the heat of a normal rocket burner, and it means you don't need the nutrients for your manure pile.
Right.
So all small organic farms should have lots of pizza parties.